past Matt. I can't believe it's been Easter for you already. Here, it's still 2 weeks away, and Super Train is the week before that. Oh, I guess that means things are going to get really busy really quickly. No, past Matt. I haven't quit my job. Don't worry about that. Yes, past Matt. I still hate, not my job, but the whole having a job thing. No, I'm not going to quit, despite the fact that my schedule does not mesh at all, and I miss sleep. I miss it so much. I can't remember when the last time I slept was. Nothing works out scheduling wise. I'm always so tired because I only sleep 5 to 6 hours a night, but that's okay because it's all part of the plan, isn't it? It's an okay plan, right? Yeah, I hope so, because I'm a stick with it. Well, it's super nice to see that I actually got something done for once, eh? I mean, most of the time I make so little progress, like this week, oh, whatever, I hardly got it. Anything done. Whoa, would you look at this? Like, yeah. Yeah, baby, that's right. I got all this bench work done in the past week. That's a wall with 3 decks on the back side, upper staging, mid staging, and lower staging, plus 2 decks on this side in a week, and it's all done. This is brought to you by the automotive manufacturer Subaru. It has a really stupid fuel pump problem that can't be replaced quickly. All of the bench work done. All of it. Wow. Amaze. On the one side of the layout is the lower deck here. This is the east end of the layout at Creston. On the other side of the backdrop, it loops around to go to east staging. In east staging is a reverse loop and a helix that goes all the way to the top. On top is west staging that connects over to Grand Forks. And between these two levels here, with 6 inches of clearance in here, is middle staging, which is actually storage. So you take that coal train, you know, that unit coal train that doesn't belong in an op session, and you stash it 30 cars away in the 2,000-foot storage tracks. Now, because of this, there has to be a certain order of operations, and I would rather leave the storage track for last because 2,000 feet of track times 5 tracks, that's 10,000 scale feet of tracks. That's a lot of track. I don't want to buy that right away. Too bad. So you've got east staging, and you put that in first because it's the most important operationally. Then you have to put in the storage track because there's only this much clearance and you can't work in that space. Then you can do the upper tracks, which are west staging. That's kind of near future. Next couple months. Right now, this week, it's backdrops and valences. Gotta cut all that masonite and make a huge amount of sawdust because I thought it would be not winter anymore outside. I underestimated Calgary. I wish I could go play in the snow. So what I've got left to do in totality are just those 2 little sections of backdrop behind me plus all the valences. Then I can put in the duck under at Farron, and then I can put in the sub road bed, and bam! Done. Track laying. I'm so close to laying track again. That feels so good. I have got 10,000 inches of flex track coming in this week. Bleeding cash. And a set of servo motors from Tam Valley. Just enough for the climb up to Farron. Just to make sure I can use them before ordering 150. And so I have got piles of stuff ready to go. And I even have time to do it. Progress. On another note, this weekend I participated in my first actual operating session, which is a little bit late considering this entire layout was designed and built for operation. So maybe I should have operated first? I suppose that I incorporated enough layout design elements in that it should work reasonably close to the prototype, which is the intent. This operating session I was in was on the Wolverine Lynx Railway, which was featured in this past mat. This one that was really recent, it was like February or something, it was a month ago. It's here, go watch it! It taught me some very important things about dispatching and unforeseen problems during operating sessions, aisle width, places to put yard operators and that sort of thing, but most importantly, surprisingly, it taught me about precision and why it's not important. I've been working so hard on getting the perfect bench work in, designing it perfectly, building it perfectly, getting everything perfect, and you know what? It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter at all, because it's not the bench work that has to be precise, it's the track work. And you know where the track sits? It's on a sub-road bed that's already on a riser up above the bench work. So you just need to get the bench work in as fast and, well, a little bit sloppy as you can. Which is how I built all of this in 2 weeks. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I tolerated a 1/4 inch here and there. Because it's not a big deal. I was so wrapped up in trying to design this that it took a year for me to build it. Especially those stupid sections over there in the mushroom. Which are going to be interesting once they're finished, I admit. But it's best to stick with simplicity and forget about precision. Please. Past map. Whatever. You've got ideas. You're gonna learn. I like learning. Learning is nice. So that's your lesson this week. Be precise with the track, not the stuff below it. Okay, see you next week. I gotta go put in a backdrop.